Are you ready for your ultimate NFL quiz? The easiest question is in the thumbnail. If you got that question wrong, you might as well turn off the video right now. Grab a pen, track your score, and test your NFL knowledge against our toughest questions. Remember, no cheating. Google won't save you now. Get a good stretch in. We don't want you going Aaron Rodgers and tearing an Achilles on the first question.
Woo! What a day for some football, baby!
What is widely considered the most famous play in NFL history, occurring during the 1972 AFC Divisional Playoff game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders? Is it A, the Music City Miracle, B, the helmet catch, C, the Immaculate Reception, or D, the Minneapolis Miracle? Of course it's C, the Immaculate Reception. On December 23, 1972, the Steelers' Franco Harris made an unbelievable catch, and let's call it what it really was. Lucky off a deflected pass, leading to a game-winning touchdown against the Raiders. It's one of the most iconic and heated plays in NFL history. And no, Raiders fans, we don't care if you think it was still an illegal catch. We just won't mention the Holy Roller. Now we eased you in with an easy one. Time for a medium one. But if you call yourself a real NFL fan, this should be a walk in the park. Which quarterback has won the most Super Bowl MVP awards? A. Joe Montana, B. Terry Bradshaw, C. Tom Brady, or D. Peyton Manning? The correct answer obviously is C. Tom Brady. The ageless GOAT retired with a record 5 Super Bowl MVP awards. He collected them like we collect takeout menus. From his rookie days with the Patriots to his final heroics with the Buccaneers, Brady treated the Super Bowl like his annual Valentine tradition because the Super Bowl is in February. See what we did there? Sorry, Joe and Terry, but the MVP crown has an owner, and he's not giving it up anytime soon, though Mahomes is definitely eyeing it. All right, Trivia Warriors, time to test your draft knowledge. This one's a medium-level head-scratcher. In 2000, who became the first team to make 4 first-round draft picks in the same draft? Was it A, the Cleveland Browns, B, the Detroit Lions, C, the New York Jets, or D, the Cincinnati Bengals? If you guess C, the New York Jets, you're right. The 2000 New York Jets are the only team in history to make 4 first-round picks in the same draft. They selected Sean Elliott 12th, John Abraham 13th, Chad Pennington 18th, and Anthony Becht 27th. With that kind of draft haul, you'd think they'd at least make 1 Super Bowl run, right? Well, they are the Jets, after all. Maybe they misplaced the manual on how to use first-round talent effectively. But hey, at least they had an exciting draft day. All right, NFL geography buffs, it's your time to shine with this one. How many states have 2 or more NFL teams? Is it A, 4, B, 6, C, 7, or D, 9? The correct answer is B, 6. 6 states have multiple NFL teams: California, Florida, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Texas. And it used to be 7 before the Rams went back to LA. You'd think this would create football powerhouses, right? Nope. It's more like a dysfunctional family reunion with sporadic moments of competence. California's teams can barely navigate their own stadiums. Florida's are as reliable as a coin toss, and New York's might as well be New Jersey's JV squad. And before the Bills Mafia chimes in, we know. The Bills are the only team technically in New York. How about you worry about getting past KC in the playoffs first? Ohio's ambition is just to outdo its in-state rival. Pennsylvania has 1 competent team, and Texas, all hat, no cattle, as they say deep in the heart of Texas. Time to crank up the difficulty. For this one, you'll have to dig deep into the NFL archives. Cue the grainy NFL films with the voice of John Facenda. Who's the only player to score 2 safeties in 1 game? A. Jared Allen, B. Deacon Jones, C. Ted Hendricks, or D. Fred Dryer? The answer is D. Fred Dryer. Fred Dreyer, a defensive end for the Los Angeles Rams, pulled off the ultimate NFL party trick, scoring 2 safeties in a single game. This mind-boggling feat happened on October 21, 1973, against the Green Bay Packers. If you knew this off the top of your head, congrats! You just won yourself a virtual gold star in old-school NFL trivia. For everyone else, don't stress. 2 safeties in one game are rarer than a snowstorm in Miami. A defensive player scoring 4 points? That's like spotting Bigfoot at a tailgate. I wonder if he's there for the food or jumping through tables. Alright, here's a quirky one. Let's see if you can spot the meta in the NFL. What NFL team is the only team to have a football helmet on their helmet logo? Is it A, the Miami Dolphins, B, the Las Vegas Raiders, C, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or D, the New England Patriots? The correct answer is B, Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are the only NFL team to feature a football helmet on their actual helmet. Their logo, a fierce pirate with a football helmet, stands out for its iconic and meta design. Interestingly, the Miami Dolphins used to have a helmet on their dolphin logo until they updated it in 2013. So if you knew this, kudos to you for spotting the logo within a logo genius. When the Raiders play, they're literally protecting their helmets with another helmet. You'd think that with 2 helmets, they would actually be good, occasionally. The last couple of questions were tough, so here's an easy one to boost your confidence. You're welcome. Who's the NFL's all-time leader in passing touchdowns? Is it A, Tom Brady, B, Drew Brees, C, Peyton Manning, or D, Brett Favre? The answer, of course, is A, the GOAT Tom Brady. He holds the record for the most career passing touchdowns. With over 600 touchdown passes, he's made end zones his personal playground. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Brett Favre are legends, but Brady's touchdown tally is in a league of its own. Let me give you some NFL trivia advice. If you ever get a question and Brady is one of the answers, pick Brady. You won't be wrong. Most of the time. Alright, it's time to put your NFL 90s knowledge to the test. This next part will reveal who's a true diehard fan and who just shows up for the snacks. In the 1993 wildcard game, who was the backup quarterback that led the Buffalo Bills to their historic comeback win over the Houston Oilers? Was it A, Frank Reich, B, Doug Flutie, C, Rob Johnson, or D, Alex Van Pelt? Bills Mafia knows the answer as A, Frank Reich. Frank stepped in for the injured Jim Kelly and orchestrated the greatest comeback in NFL history, rallying the Bills from a 32-point deficit to win in overtime. The game was so unbelievable that it's simply known as the comeback. Doug Flutie and Rob Johnson had their moments, but Frank Reich cemented his place in NFL lore with this performance. If you're a Bills fan and you got this wrong, you might need to turn in your Bills Mafia card. Seriously, this is Buffalo 101. Time to test your knowledge on the unsung heroes of the game. This one's a toughie, so lace up your trivia cleats. Which one of these kickers is the all-time leader in field goals made? A, Morton Anderson, B, Gary Anderson, C, Adam Vinatieri, or D, Jason Hansen? The answer is C, Adam Vinatieri. Adam Vinatieri, the clutch king, holds the record for the most career field goals made with 599. Yep, 599. Really, Adam? You couldn't just have stuck around for one more? Guess he wanted to leave something for the rest of us to talk about. Morton Anderson and Gary Anderson had illustrious careers, but Vinatieri's consistency and longevity made him the top dog. Retired in 2021, Vinatieri's legacy is secure, and Tom Brady probably owes him a few steak dinners for those game-winning Super Bowl kicks that fortified both of their legacies. Sticking with our kicker theme, here's a real brain teaser. Get ready to kick your knowledge up a notch. Who made the longest field goal in NFL history, and which team did he play for? A, Matt Prater, Denver Broncos. B, Sebastian Janikowski, Oakland Raiders. C, Justin Tucker, Baltimore Ravens. Or D, Greg Zuerlein, St. Louis Rams. The answer is Justin Tucker from the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker nailed a jaw-dropping 66-yard field goal in 2021, setting the record for the longest field goal in NFL history. And he did it in true dramatic fashion, with the ball bouncing off the crossbar before going through. The Ravens' Tucker and his leg have been a secret weapon for the team. Let's be real, chicks dig the long field goals. If you got this right, you know your stuff, and probably have a future in impressing people at parties. Time to dive into the legend himself, Jerry Rice. Let's see if you know where he hung up his cleats. Which team did Jerry Rice play his last career game for? A. The San Francisco 49ers. B. The Oakland Raiders. C. The Seattle Seahawks. Or D. The Denver Broncos. The correct answer is C. The Seattle Seahawks. Jerry Rice, the GOAT of wide receivers, played his last career game for the Seattle Seahawks in 2004. After wowing us with the 49ers and a pit stop with the Raiders, Rice wrapped it up in Seattle. And if you're thinking Broncos, yep, he signed but never played. Even legends need a dramatic exit. Didn't know this? No worries, no one thinks Denver Broncos and Jerry Rice. Congrats on making it this far without begging for mercy. Here's an easy one to keep your spirits high. Who was the first player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards in a single season? A. Barry Sanders. B. Eric Dickerson. C. O.J. Simpson. Or D. Emmitt Smith. This one's all about the juice. C. O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was the first player to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season, achieving this milestone in 1973 with the Buffalo Bills. O.J. Simpson's record-breaking season is one of the most well-known in NFL history. And let's face it, even his orange jumpsuit uniform didn't erase this impressive feat. But don't expect more easy questions like this. This isn't called the Ultimate NFL Quiz for nothing. You've made it this far, so here's a juicy one about an epic turnaround. Get ready to test your NFL comeback knowledge. In 1992, which team started the season 0-4 and went on to still win their division? A. The Buffalo Bills. B. The San Francisco 49ers. C. The San Diego Chargers. Or D. The Detroit Lions. If you said C, you're right. It was the San Diego Chargers. The 1992 San Diego Chargers started the season at an abysmal 0-4, but somehow turned things around to finish 11-5. They won the AFC West and beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card round, but lost to the Dolphins in the next round. Oh no, we suck again! The Chargers remain the only team in NFL history to lose their first 4 games and still make the playoffs. So if your favorite team is off to a rough start, remember miracles and questionable luck are possible. Alright, let's give some love to the guys who make quarterbacks wake up in a cold sweat before they change the rules on touching. Sacking a quarterback. Which player holds the NFL record for the most career sacks? A. Bruce Smith. B. Reggie White. C. Kevin Green. Or D. Michael Strahan. Bills Mafia strikes again. It's A. Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith terrorized quarterbacks like it was his full-time job. Because it was. He holds the record for the most career sacks with a jaw-dropping 200. Reggie White, Kevin Green, and Michael Strahan were impressive, but Bruce turned sacking QBs into his Mona Lisa. Remember that Bad Things Man commercial? Offensive linemen sure did. We'd share more, but copyright lawyers are lurking. So next time you have a rough day at work, just be glad you're not an NFL quarterback staring down Bruce Smith on a 3rd and long. Bad things, man. Bad things. Let's dive into the colorful world of NFL uniforms. Time to see which team was fashion forward like they were on a runway in Paris. Who was the first team to wear teal in their uniforms? A. The Carolina Panthers. B. The Jacksonville Jaguars. C. The Miami Dolphins. Or D. The Seattle Seahawks. With jerseys as bright as the Florida sunshine, it's B. The Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars were the first team to introduce teal as a primary color in their uniforms when they debuted in 1995. The Panthers joined the league in the same year, but played it safe with their black, silver, and blue. The Jaguars, however, decided to make a bold fashion statement. So next time you see that teal jersey, remember who brought the trend to the NFL. It wasn't the Dolphins, they were all about the aqua. Time to get geographical with your NFL knowledge. This one's for all the map nerds out there. Which NFL division has teams that are geographically closest to each other? A. The NFC East, B. The NFC North, C. The AFC North, or D. The AFC East? The correct answer is C. The AFC North. The AFC North teams, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh, are practically neighbors. These teams are so close you could hit up all 4 stadiums in one weekend. Travel's a breeze, and the proximity only intensifies the rivalries. If you thought these teams hated each other, just imagine what it's like when they can practically smell each other's pregame meals. Alright, time to see if you know which NFL owner switched from the blue-collar gridiron to the white-collar boardroom. Who is the only former NFL player who went on to own a team? A. Jerry Jones, B. Robert Kraft, C. Mark Davis, D. Jerry Richardson. The correct answer is D. Jerry Richardson. Jerry Richardson, known as the Big Cat and late founder and former owner of the Carolina Panthers, was the only NFL owner who also played in the league. He was a receiver for the Baltimore Colts in 1959 and 1960. After retiring as a player, he transitioned into the business side, eventually bringing NFL football to Carolina. Richardson did it all, from catching passes to closing business deals. Not many owners can say, "back in my day," and actually mean it. Everyone knows Peyton Manning leads the Colts in career passing touchdowns. You didn't think we would let you off that easy, did you? Do you know who's second on the list? Time to test your Colts knowledge. Who is second in career passing touchdowns for the Indianapolis Colts? A. Andrew Luck, B. Johnny Unitas, C. Burt Jones, D. Jim Harbaugh. The correct answer is B. Johnny Unitas. Johnny U, the legendary quarterback that your grandpa might have watched, is second on the Colts' all-time list for career passing touchdowns with 287. Manning's impressive 399 touchdowns with the Colts overshadows Unitas' total, but let's not forget, Unitas set the bar high back in the day. His iconic career spanned from 1956 to 1972, making him a legend in Baltimore. And if you thought it was Andrew Luck, nice try. He prematurely retired way too early to climb that high. Time to see if you've really been paying attention to NFL history or just coasting. Which player set the record for the most rushing yards in a single season? A. Barry Sanders, B. Jamal Lewis, C. Adrian Peterson, D. Eric Dickerson. The correct answer is D. Eric Dickerson. Eric Dickerson bulldozed his way into the record books with a jaw-dropping 2,105 rushing yards in 1984. Barry Sanders, ever the magician on the field, danced his way to 2,053 yards in 1997, leaving defenders grasping at air. Adrian Peterson made a valiant attempt in 2012 with 2,097 yards, but still couldn't top Dickerson. If you thought it was someone else, don't sweat it. Dickerson's record has outlasted most NFL careers. His 1984 season remains as untouchable as that mystery stain on your couch. What is that anyway? Impressive, unforgettable, and impossible to beat. All right, hardcore NFL fans, here's a real stumper to end our quiz. What's the highest scoring game in NFL history? A. Washington Redskins versus the New York Giants in 1966. B. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns in 2004. C. The Los Angeles Rams versus Kansas City Chiefs, 2018. D. Houston Oilers versus Denver Broncos, 1963. The correct answer is A. Washington Redskins versus New York Giants, 1966. The highest scoring game in NFL history was a 1966 shootout between the Washington Redskins and New York Giants, ending with a staggering 113 points combined. with Washington defeating the Giants 72-41. It was as if defenses decided to take the day off and let the offenses have a field day, like you were playing Madden with your little brother and his controller isn't plugged in. Who's guilty of that? The scoreboard operator probably felt like a hamster on a wheel, because back then, they probably had to do the scoreboards manually. Well, folks, you've made it to the end of the ultimate NFL quiz. How'd you do? Experiencing brain sweat? If you didn't ace it, don't worry. We can always whip up a part 2 for you. Put your score in the comments. Let's see who's the real NFL guru around here. If you enjoyed this trivia challenge, or even if you didn't and just want to complain, hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to your Kickoff Zone. We've got plenty more NFL fun coming your way with the NFL season right around the corner. Now, go flex your trivia muscles and show off those scores.